The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Presidential bet Isko Moreno is wrapping up his campaign in the Visayas. Camille Samonte joins us now from Sogod in Leyte for an update. Hi Camille, what's the latest today on Mayor Isko?
Sean, presidential candidate Manila Mayor Isko Moreno will spend the final week of campaign here in Visayas in hopes of swaying more voters. Moreno once again offered himself as the alternative leader amid the long-standing political rift between the Reds and Yellows. Moreno said voters should choose him if they want peace of mind. He said he will push for low cost of electricity and hospital service should he win as a president. Moreno chose to spend his last week of campaign in Leyte to make up for the campaign rally that did not push through a few months ago. He said he will prioritize building strong infrastructures in Tacloban since the area is prone to typhoons. Sean, Moreno is scheduled to visit San Roque Church this afternoon. A grand rally in Tacloban tonight will cap Moreno's last campaign visit to the Visayas. Moreno, meanwhile, will close his final presidential campaign event or meeting the Avance in his bailiwick, Tondo. Sean?
Right, Camille, we had Aksyon Demokratiko Chairman Ernest Ramel in the Chiefs last night saying that they will be filing a writ of mandamus to enforce this ruling on the 203 billion peso estate tax liability of the Marcos family. Any word on that from Yorme himself?
Sean, Moreno did not confirm if he will file the petition himself, but Moreno said any taxpayer can file the petition for the writ of mandamus. But he said he had no idea on what Ramel said in the interview last night on the Chiefs. I guess we just have to verify the matter to Aksyon Demokratiko if this is a decision of their political party. Sean?
All right, thanks for clearing that up, and thank you as well for that update. Camille Samonte reporting to us live from Sogod in Leyte. And the COMELEC has named PDP Laban as this election's dominant majority party. The poll body, though, has yet to decide which faction of the party is legitimate. Recall that PDP Laban has been split into two groups. One is led by Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi, and another one is led by Senator Coco Pimentel. Meanwhile, the Villar-led Nacionalista Party has been determined as the dominant minority party for the May 9 polls. Poll watchers of the two parties will be prioritized in polling precincts and canvassing centers. And some Iglesia ni Cristo members have decided to go against their church's endorsement of Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte. Faith Del Mundo with the story.
Hashtag Kakampink, a play on the word Kakampink that stands for supporters of the Robredo Pangilinan Tandem and INC trended on Twitter this week. This as some of the members of Iglesia ni Cristo voice out their opposition to their leader's endorsement of the unit team. News 5 spoke to some of the dissenters who asked to hide their identity for their safety.
Nung nakita namin yung balita, it was really heart-breaking. Iyak ako na iyak. I have friends na nag-reach out.
This active member of INC also disclosed that he did not know how their church leaders chose the candidates. All they got was a sample ballot.
Kada pagsamba namin, ma'am, binabanggit ang dahilan kung bakit namin papayagan ng isang individual na humawak ng tungkulin sa iglesia. Yung mahusay, hindi sakim sa mahalin na pakinabang, mahinahon ng pag-iisip, hindi makipagtalo. Itong mga bagay na to, hindi ko nakikita dun sa listahan ng mga inendorse.
Meanwhile, this former INC member from Lanao del Norte said he does not want people to be forced to vote for a candidate that he believes is incompetent.
I am not a fan of blind following. I really firmly believe that a voter should vote for someone that aligns with their morals, and they should not be coerced and forced to vote for someone.
The block voting tradition was also one of the reasons why this 24-year-old woman chose to leave INC.
Kung magja-justify po nila kung bakit po yun dapat naming iboto, siguro po magiging open-minded po ako sa block voting. Kasi po pag nagtanong po kami, parang pinag-question na din po namin yung Diyos.
These members and former members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo appeal to the public not to judge them for making a stand. They believe that it's about time that their leaders take character, track record, and competency into consideration when choosing which candidates to endorse. For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Ateneo Blue Eagles have secured the first UAAP finals berth after beating FEU, while LaSalle and UP will battle it out tomorrow in a do-or-die match for a shot at the championship. Here's the report.
UAAP schools brought their A-game yesterday for a chance to secure a finals berth for the UAAP Season 84 Men's Basketball Championship. Number 3 in the standings, the LaSalle Green Archers put up a fight against the number 2 seed in the league, UP Fighting Maroons. UP holds a twice-to-beat advantage, which is why it was go big or go home for the LSU, who made sure to keep their hopes alive with an 11-point advantage at the end of the first half. But UP was determined to justify their fighting grit after opening the third quarter to inch closer, 42-50. That's when Evan Nell took the lead after headlining a total of 26 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals to take the 80-83 win for the LSU.
Control the game talaga yung nasa isip ko eh. Fortunately lang talaga na my shots were going in. So, but madami pa rin ako mali. I could see sa decision making ko.
Although, the LSU still can't relax after taking this win because they still need to beat UP one more time this Friday.
We cannot just come in there and just play because we have that momentum. We know that UP is capable of coming back because they're not the number 2 team if they're not capable.
Meanwhile, UP head coach Goldwyn Monteverde was stern in saying that this isn't an unfamiliar territory for the team.
Ito naman din naman first time din nangyari sa amin. Kumbaga may mga games din kami before na hindi namin masyado nakuha yung rhythm na gusto namin. But minsan nangyayari yan. Importante right now, is just to know, makita namin ano ba dapat namin, where to adjust. Tapos sabi ko nga, sa ganitong klase season, wala ka namang panahon para sumama pa loob mo. Isang araw, dapat we need to bounce back and be ready for Friday's game.
In Game 2, the Ateneo Blue Eagles flew high to end the FEU Tamaraws campaign after winning their match 85-72. Because of this, Ateneo is now qualified for the UAAP Men's Basketball Finals. Coach Tab Baldwin believes that the team has already moved on from their first loss of the season against UP.
Didn't impact anything. It's a loss is a loss. I got plenty in my career. Don't worry about that. The next game is the only one that matters.
Who will take the final slot for the championships this Friday? Can the Green Archers hit the mark, or will the Fighting Maroons persevere? Watch the games live at the Mall of Asia Arena at 6 p.m.
Against the trees gets two. Quality minutes we're seeing from Abad.
And 15 Gilas Pilipinas players will be representing the Philippines in Hanoi, Vietnam for the 31st Southeast Asian Games. Included in the pool are Kiefer Ravena, Isaac Go, Mo Tautua, Junmar Fajardo, and Troy Rosario. Lebron Lopez, 30 Ravena, Matthew Wright, R.R. Pugoy, and Will Navarro are also in the lineup. Gilas is seeking their 14th straight gold medal in the tournament, which is happening next week. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Inflation accelerated to 4.9% in April, overshooting the government's 2 to 4% target range. The Philippine Statistics Authority said that higher oil and electricity prices pushed up the costs of commodities last month. President Duterte has appointed Lieutenant General Vicente Danao Jr. as officer in charge of the National Police Force. Danao will be replacing PNP Chief Leonardo Carlos, who is set to retire on May 8. And the Energy Regulatory Commission has ordered Meralco to refund subscribers over 7 billion pesos in excess collections. The power distributor says this refund will appear as a separate line item in electricity bills starting this month. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.